Asia Pool Challenge 2025 Manila, and we are broadcasting live from the Midas Hotel Casino located here in Pasay City, Philippines, part of the Metro Manila area. And of course, as you can see here, nice break there. Victor Piskarev pulling on a nice, powerful break there. Although I don't think he made a ball, which is why Darwin Lumbera is going to have an opportunity to decide which ball to go for. Now, based on the way the balls are clustered, I'm looking at him going for the solids here because the solids seem less clustered somewhat. They're better spread out, and he does have some of them near the pockets. So it's like he's going for the 2. There we go. So he's making it clear the solids are his. So again, Darwin Lumbera in the blue and red, the two-tone jersey, versus Victor Piskarev in the solid dark jersey. Looks like he's going to have a very nice here. Oh, look at the draw he put on that one, but I'm not sure that's what he wanted to happen. He was trying to avoid hitting another ball, but it looks like he lost position to that 5. He was trying to at least get to the 5 so that he could get it in all likelihood into that corner pocket. Well, but either way, he's not going to leave his opponent anything easy here because Victor is going to have a tough one here. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Well, he says, if you're not going to give me any easy shots, don't expect me to give you any either. And I'm expecting Darwin to more than likely go for the 3 since he does have a shot here. I mean, he didn't do a good enough job of hiding it there. Okay, maybe not what he was hoping for. Let's see, he's looking for the 13 to go in the top right corner. Very nicely done. Now, what's his next option here? I'm thinking he may want to go knock it into those shots there. Try making this, giving it a lot of low right to bring it towards those cluster balls there. All right. Sets that up. Let's see. Is he looking at the side also? He's looking at the balls right now. Wants to make sure he doesn't miss out on the opportunity here. He's thinking about whether he should go for the 12. He's also looking at the 14 and 15. But again, there's going to be a challenge with at least one of the balls, the 9 in particular. Oh, we missed that one. But he has left his balls clustered near that side pocket. And if one looks at Darwin's chances here, well, that 6 he has is going to be the real problem because if he wants to get that 6, he's going to have to not risk knocking into the other balls there. Let's see. I think he can still go for the 3 in the corner. So just calling a combination here. Maybe played it just a little soft. Would have preferred to give it a little more juice, maybe, perhaps. But either way, still on the table. Try to just hit this real thin. Oh, wow, he knocked it free. Nice job there. Using that to knock the 6 free. So for the most part, doing the job here. However, looks like that 6 will be the only ball he can go for because he has no good angle on the 5. If he wanted to go for the 5, he could probably go for a crossback, but that's tricky because of the presence of the other striped balls. All right, there you go. And Victor looking now at the other balls here. He's definitely going to go for the 10. There it is. Beautifully done. So if we're looking at here, he's checking out the 12 to see if he can get that. Although it's kind of a tricky shot. So he may just end up going for the stripe instead near that corner pocket on the top. Either way, in this battle here, it's 8-ball pool, meaning that you must clear your designated set, either the stripes or the solids, before you can go for the money ball, the 8. I mean, he's not left himself an easy shot here. And again, that 6 ball still going to pose a problem when he tries to go for the, I believe that's the 15 ball. See if he can knock this in. Okay, I'll just play it safe instead. Leaving no easy shot for Darwin. And Mr. Lumbera is going to have to come up with a shot here. Because the big problem here is no easy shots. Oh, yeah, there you go. Victor just trying to have fun here. Oh, he missed. Wow. Thought that was going to go, but no. Well, Darwin's going to have to take a seat and wait for another opportunity here. I'm thinking he might try to go on the 9 on this angle to pop free the 15. Nice one. Oh, that was so close. Okay, my mistake. That's a 14 there. He freed up. Nice job. And now only the 12 and the 14 remain. And because he has angle, he's definitely going to go for the 12 first. Well, we're going to see now. He's just calling for the 12 to make sure it's clear. Try and draw this, I think. Nice one. Oh, bumped into it, but you know what? That's not so bad. He might be able to manage this. As long as he doesn't bump into the 6, I think he'll be fine. If he can get it off the rail, avoiding the 6, then he can set himself up for the 8 and pick up that rack right there. There you go. Nicely done. So he's calling for the 8 in the lower left. And this means that Victor Piskarev is going to pick up his first rack. And put himself in good position. Well done. And there you go. Victor feeling good right there. He's loving it. Gotta like that energy he's showing. He's just, conversing with someone on the sidelines. But looks like he's off to a good start. Now the question is, can Darwin rebound and make this match a lot more interesting? But we're going to find out in just a moment. So while while we're waiting for the setup here by the referee again, we want to thank all of you who are watching, and to all the sponsors who are making this event possible. Thank you for making this happen. Again, this tournament involving amateur players across a wide swath there. Now, I wasn't sure if he made a ball there. Looks like he did make a ball, so he gets the opportunity to go for whichever one he wants. And I'm looking at the solids as the better pick here. Actually, the stripes might seem a little better, but then again, let's see. Looks like he's going for the stripes. All right, nicely done. Stripes there. Again, this is a battle of 3 racks here. And of course, for each rack won, a player receives 3 points. And if you think, and of course, for every rack loss, that's going to be 0 points here. So the points are tallied up, and that's how they determine who will advance the next round. And when we come up to the quarterfinals, of course, it will become a best of 5, and then semifinals best of 7, and then in the finals a best of 9. So that means for each race, for the quarterfinals must win 3 racks, for the semifinals must win 4 racks, and for the finals must win 5 of 9 racks. All right, now it looks like Victor still trying to figure where to go. Fortunately, no shot clock in this case. He's just taking his time. Deciding to go for controlling safety. And while that might not be such a bad thing there, it does bring Darwin back to the table. And if Darwin does this correctly, he can potentially force it right back to Victor. Let's see. He's going to try and draw this back. Ooh, he went for it. Oh, no. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Or in this case, it's the way the cue ball rolls. So that's going to be ball in hand for Victor Piskarev. Or Piskarev, I'm not sure I got that correct. Have to double check that. But yeah, that combo right there. The 5 and 8 is going to be a challenge for Victor. So what's Victor is going to have to do here? I think he's going to go for a safety. Try to make it as hard for Darwin as possible to get out and possibly force him into a 3-foul situation. So let's see. He's looking. He may be able to kick one rail to get to this 14. But that's a miss. Oh man, that's big. Second straight foul. And of course, 3 consecutive fouls. That's going to lead to the loss of a rack and another 3 points going towards Victor Piskarev. So any 3 points you get there, that's going to be a guarantee there of advancing. Now, he's looking at this. He wants to break them apart. Oh no, diabolical. Decides to pin it right behind the 5. And if we take a look at Darwin's expression, not showing much, but if I were him, I would not be happy with this. He's definitely looking here, and the referee checking. He's checking with the referee. So he needs to get a legal shot. Oh no. Oh man. That's another foul. All right, I think I'm not sure if I've missed on counting the fouls here. I'm not sure though if the 3 foul rule is in effect. I'll have to check with the referees later. They might have waived it for this one. But he's definitely forcing him into foul situations here. And man, Darwin not too happy with having to fight his way out while Victor continues to work him in this department. Now Darwin can see his way to that 14, I think. Oh, there you go. And well, he has left him a shot. He can definitely go for the 2 or the 4. Yeah. The point here is Victor is in better shape now to try and run this out. Let's see if he can do something here. I think he's gonna go for the 5. Gonna go for the. He's gonna go for that ball rather. We'll see. Nice one. And I think he may be able to force a run out here if he can. Just trying to dissect this. Victor taking as much time as he needs here, since there's no pressure of a shot clock. He's well within his, of course, he's well within the rules to take as much time as he needs to make sure he gets the right shot off. The question here, can he keep this going? Okay. I think he might be able to see enough of the 6. Just enough, I think, but it's pretty close. This is going to be a tough one. Not anymore? Okay. Thanks. All right, so I appreciate the clarification by one of our referees just to make sure. So no three foul rules in effect, meaning that you can commit as many fouls as necessary to get the job done. So in this case, that's why we didn't see the three foul rule in effect earlier. I appreciate the clarification from our officials here. Well, that means that it does leave a lot of opportunities for a player to get frustrated there if he keeps ending up in the foul situation here. As we saw there, Darwin just kept getting hooked behind there until Victor was able to free up his ball sufficiently and, well, set himself up in a better position to run this out. This is the beauty of the setup here. Oh, well, we're going to see now if Darwin can come up with something because, again, he's so far been frustrated with having to deal with a lot of shots over and over again. And, of course, those fouls kind of sapped his energy, as I think they would any player. They will sap your momentum. Now, the good news here for Victor is he does have a pretty open layout for the most part. The big question for Victor is, can he take advantage and run this out, or at least give himself the opportunity? Oh, that's nice. Nicely done. Now, for this one, if there's a path for the 6 to get into that side pocket, that would be good. If not, well, at least leave him an option to go for a safety if ever. But the way I'm looking at it here, it does seem to pass. So he'll just focus on pocketing this and not let it go too far. Oh, he went the other way. Wow. Well, yeah, that's an interesting attack. And come to think of it, he's going to go for the 6 in the top left. And I think that's a good opportunity to set himself up for the 5. Remember, every point here counts. Every rack counts because it gives you points. And the points will determine how far you advance in this tournament. Which is why I want to see how Victor solves this one. Let's see. He's calling to... He's just deciding where to call this one and let the referee know. That's what these clarify that with the referee. All right, let's see. Victor looking at... He's looking at the top right, so he's definitely going for a bank. That's the bank he's going for, I think, because he's pointing to that pocket. And the referee taking a look. Now the question is, can he get good position on the 5 and then finish off the 8 from there? We'll find out right now. To be fair though, that was not a bad idea because if you take a look at that, it still leaves a much less easy path for the stripes to get in. It kind of narrows it down or makes it a little tougher. Although he can still make this, but well, Victor just with his shrug as if to say, I tried. Oh, nicely done. Knocks it away. And furthermore, nice shot. So again, for those of you who have just tuned in, this is the Asia Pool Challenge 2025 Manila leg here. We're going to find out who's going to be the champion here in our singles division. That's Well, that will be determined later today, so hope you'll stick around for that because we're looking at some really talented players here. Okay, he's got to land this. Ooh, okay. I think he can work this. I think he can work this, but I will not lie and say that this is an easy shot. Just got to be careful. Oh, nicely executed. And Darwin just drops it in. And over on the other tables, a lot of action also happening. Right now, Darwin Lumbera has tied it up. So they're going to have one more rack. That's going to decide who gets the extra points to advance. And again, the beauty of this competition, amateurs who are also, of course, have their own day jobs as well to worry about, also have their own day jobs as well. This is a great opportunity for them to be able to tap into their passion, tap into something that gives them joy. In the meantime, let's see here. Victor just double checking the rack to make sure that it's all good. I mean, if it is all good, then we can start. Here we go. Victor Piskarev ready to break. And Victor showing to have quite a nasty break for his part. I mean, I have to say, certainly breaks a lot harder than I do. And that's already me with my own reserve of spinach. Anyway, let's see. He's got a ball down, so now he just has to decide which one to run out from there. I would definitely go with the solids here because the solids, they're covering more pockets here. Because you have the 2 blocking the 12. Is that the 12? Yeah. And you have, if I recall correctly, that's the, is that the 7? Let me check that. 5. Yeah, I could go for it. Oh, wait a second. Knockdown 2. That's interesting. Well, we're going to find out what he plans to run through here. So it looks like he's going for all the solids now, which I think is the wise strategy for the most part. Just try to hit this delicately. Because what he wants to do is give himself a shot to the 5, and there it is. Very nice. All right, he'll bring this off the top rail and then let it go down table. Now, I would let it go down a bit further just to make sure. There, okay, that's good enough, I guess. Is he looking at the 3? I think he is. He's looking at the balls now. First, I would have preferred to let it go further down table so that I could start attacking the other balls. Anyway, let's see. For that part, he's looking around. Yeah, I think he might have wanted to have been further down table. Might have hit that a little softer than he wanted. I would have preferred that. But anyway, he's looking now. He's not exactly happy with the placement here. He's thinking. Yeah, I think, like I said, I would have preferred it if he was in the spot, but Could he play a safety? Conceivably, he could. He could. The question here is what kind of safety can he play? Because let's face it, his balls are pretty open also, except for that one ball, except for that 12. Well, he went for it. Okay. Darwin's going to go for the balls here, and certainly the 10 is not impossible. The 9's also okay. The question here is which bunch of balls will he go for? It's always that question. There you go. Okay, nicely done. So he'll try. So what will he take out here? I guess he can take out the 15. No, but either way, I think the best option here is to try. Yeah, the thing is that 12 is still going to be the problem he ball here. He's still going to have to solve that sooner or later. Oh, no. No. That's not where he wanted to end up. He lost control when he went for it, which is why Darwin's going to have a problem now. He's going to be either forced to jump or go around. He's looking. Well, he's calling for his extension here. I mean, the shot clock here isn't exactly as quick as some of the other places I've been, so he at least has more options to attack. Of course, jump cue, it's an option here. Okay, that's a foul. Was that a foul? Sorry, no. Okay, it's a legal shot, sorry. Yeah, well, got the jump, certainly. Question. Six ball, I think, is the most feasible one here. And then he can use that angle to get around to go for the 7. Then somehow land down table for the 2. That's going to be an interesting thing. I want to see how this part turns out. I want to see how that part turns out. Six ball coming up. Alright, so the 3 is the next problem here. Is he going to try for a 3 ball combination here featuring the 3, the 12, and the 2? He might be thinking that. The only problem with that, of course, is it's going to be a lot harder to control where that ball's going to go. So the objective for him, try to ensure there's separation of the stripe from the solid. Oh, that was exactly what he didn't want. He certainly didn't want that. And now he's left with no option. And I can only laugh at it, certainly. I don't blame him. I mean, Victor was trying to, get that 12 out of the way, but the 12, it's jamming itself much closer to the pocket. Alright, well, he knocks in that 12, but still, this won't be an easy peasy shot here, because you have to remember, this 11 ball here is going to be a tough one. Okay, nicely done. Now, he's going to have to go around a bit here. So, might end up going 3 rails at least to get position on this 8. I'm not 100% sure that the 8 passes the 7 to the corner. If it does, though, it's an option. The 3, if I think it does, though. Uh-oh. Oh, this looks like it's fast. That's running. Ooh, that ran a little more than it should have. Slightly less would have been okay. They just let it run away from him. Still, Darwin not going to give up just yet. He knows he has a chance to win this rack. And again, Victor just having a fun time here, regardless of the outcome. Wow, what a shot there. And Darwin Lumbera with a clutch shot on that 8. And with that, he finishes with 2 racks against 1 for Victor Piskarev. Great performance there. Darwin, after struggling initially, manages to tear through. And looks like we're going to see Darwin going to the next rounds. And well, we'll be back with our next match. And we'll see you there.